तू बस जल्दी उठना शुरू कर दे, सब ठीक हो जाएगा.
If you realize sleep is the #1 performance enhancing drug,
that you should get 8 hours of sleep every single night. It's advice so common that
most people tend to wake up sometime around when the sun rises.
कितने टाइम सोने से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है आप कितने कंप्लीट साइकिल सो रहे हो.
It's 11 p.m. You're in bed. Phone is glowing in your hand. You tell yourself, just 5 minutes more. But 5 minutes become 50. And by the time you shut your eyes, another midnight has stolen your peace. Here's the mystery. Why does India come alive at 11 p.m.? And more importantly, what is it doing to you? Stay with me till the end because by then you will see how much your sleep cycle is affecting your work life, mental health, relationships, your dreams, your desires, and most importantly, your future. Tonight could be the first night you take your sleep and your mind back. I'm Mahima Thakur and you're watching Pure Biceps Skill House. Tell me honestly, when did you sleep last night? Comment it down below. Did you know 58% of Indians sleep past 11 p.m.? That is 800 million people. You know what would be really funny and kinda ironic? If you're watching this video past 11 p.m. Maybe you're one of those 58%. Maybe you're in Mumbai enjoying the nightlife, or in Bengaluru coding through the night. Or maybe you're like most Gen Z everywhere, doom scrolling through reels, wide awake but exhausted. Now tell me, whatever was your sleep time yesterday, did you wake up feeling refreshed or exhausted? Safe to say if you slept late, you woke up feeling tired.
Yes, sleeping late at night actually affects my health and mood very drastically. I usually get very agitated and I feel very lazy throughout the day because I'm sleeping very late and then I wake up at a certain time and then I have to rush to my office. That makes me very agitated. But at the same time, I feel very hungry at night time because I'm constantly thinking. I'm very productive at the night. So it also affects my eating habits also.
Here's the truth. Late nights don't just rob you of your hours. They rob you of your life. Studies show that when you sleep less than 6 hours a night, your risk of anxiety and depression increases by almost 30%. Productivity falls by 25%. And creativity crippled. Without REM sleep, your brain literally loses its ability to connect the dots, to solve problems and generate original ideas. Think about it. That presentation you struggled with, that reel you couldn't finish, or the writer's block that you hit, maybe it wasn't lack of talent. Maybe it was lack of rest. When you're sleep deprived, your brain doesn't plan, it reacts. A Harvard study showed that morning people are better at anticipating problems and acting proactively, while night owls usually react to crisis. Successful people like CEOs, athletes, creators often protect their morning routines fiercely. It is not magic, it is science. In fact, multiple studies report that early risers show higher productivity levels than late sleepers. Imagine what an extra hour of clarity in the morning could do for your work. I have a question for you. Have you ever woken up earlier than usual? Think of it. It could be due to any reason, and suddenly it felt like you had so much extra clarity about your to-do list for the day.
I would happily shift to a morning schedule because it's very gives very positive energy, gives very positive vibes. But at the same time, I come with a good creative mindset at the night, so I actually would be a day person maybe in the between where I don't actually have to choose between night and morning. But if I had more options or like a more wider thinking, then I would surely choose a morning schedule.
It is not just your work that pays. Relationships suffer too. Sleep deprived brains are more irritable, more impulsive, and less empathetic. You are not fully present with your partner, your friends, your family. No wonder studies link chronic late nights to higher conflict in relationships and higher risks of loneliness. Mental health spirals when your emotional regulation is fried by exhaustion. I remember a few years back when I was in this glow up era of mine, I used to research a lot about successful people and try to integrate their habits into my life, and I noticed that everyone had a really elaborate morning routine. I wake up at 5 a.m., I do journaling, meditation. I was like, why has this become a template? But now that I do it, I'm not even joking, it feels like I live an entire different life, and then I come to work and suddenly days feel like they have 30 hours. So my sleep schedule right now looks like I sleep at 11. But my family has this thing where if they want to tell me something which they know might make me angry, they probably won't say it at night, because at night, tamas does set in. They tell me next day morning. So the reaction is much better, it's more cool, and I probably don't get agitated as expected. Here's the most dangerous part. Bad nights quietly sabotage your future, because when you're exhausted, you don't chase goals, you chase quick fixes. You binge eat junk instead of cooking clean, you scroll instead of studying, you numb out instead of reaching out. And over time, the dreams that you once held close, they fade, buried under fatigue. As Indians, we ought to refer to our ancient wisdom too. Ayurveda had a way of explaining this centuries ago. It talks about 3 gunas, or qualities of energy. Sattva, it is clarity, balance, peace. It dominates early mornings, 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. The hours of meditation, creativity, insight, they're the best hours to plan and strategize. Then comes Rajas, it is restlessness and activity. The racing mind that won't shut up. It is from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is ideal for doing all the execution work. Your chores, your daily tasks, here's where you tick things off your to-do list. And then comes Tamas. It is lethargy, inertia, dullness. It is from 8 p.m. to 4 a.m. and this time is meant for rest and relaxation, to sit back and unwind. The tamasic mind often gets very lazy, it procrastinates, or it feels depressed. It is characterized by lust, greediness, and animalistic instincts. Just think back at all the wrong decisions you might have made during these hours. The emotional text that you sent your ex, or the wild party where you lost control, or when you fought with your partner and you thought you overreacted. Those could have been avoided if you simply slept on time.
When you sleep early, तो basically आपकी जो body है वो fast recover करती है when you get 8 hours of sleep, and when you sleep properly, तो जो आपका next day होता है उसमें आपको एक fresh mood के साथ आप अपने work को, अपने task को complete कर सकते हो.
Sleep deprivation isn't about yawns and coffees. In Delhi, 1 in 5 adolescents of age 12 to 18 are clinically sleep deprived, and 60% of them show signs of depression. A survey of Indian employees suggests 58% believe their work suffers due to not sleeping enough. That's an alarming number. All this rewires your brain chemistry. It makes you more impulsive, more anxious, less motivated. Psychologists call this the silent drain. You don't feel it on day 1 or day 2, but months later, years later, you wake up in your late 20s and 30s wondering why nothing excites you anymore. Early rising shows measurable benefits. A study on early birds versus night owls with 846 people found that early risers, they outperform the night owls in work, productivity and health measures. Another Indian study, about 64% of urban Indians, they wake up before 7 a.m. Countries that protect sleep, like Norway or Japan, consistently report lower anxiety and higher satisfaction. Meanwhile, India India ranks among the most sleep deprived populations in the world.
काफ़ी ज़्यादा मेरा मजाक बनाते हैं बिकॉज हफ्ते के 7 दिन मैं टाइम से ही सोता हूँ, ऑलमोस्ट 95-96%. And sometimes they call me also for the night out, for the late night parties and all. But for me, my sleep, my health is my priority more.
So, when the clock hits 11 tonight, what will you choose? Will you give another hour away to endless scrolling? Or will you give that hour back to yourself? Because without sleep, you lose not just hours, but parts of yourself. Okay, enough problems. Let's come to the solution. Here's what actually works. Scientifically, small habits will pay off in the long run. Number 1, dim the lights and cut the screen. 1 hour before sleep, if not, just try 30 minutes. Use warm lights, avoid the blue light from phones. Studies show that the blue light coming from your phone suppresses melatonin release, delaying sleep and messing up the deep sleep or REM cycles. Number 2, consistent sleep schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time, even on weekends. This regularity stabilizes melatonin rhythms and reduces the stress hormone or cortisol spikes. The 3-2-1 rule. 3 hours before bed, stop heavy meals and alcohol. 2 hours before bed, switch off any intense activity or work. 1 hour before bed, screens off. Relaxing rituals can be reading, light stretching, breathing. This will give a cue to your brain to get into the wind down mode. And lastly, get morning sunlight within the first 30 minutes after waking up. Exposure to natural light and not your screens, it boosts cortisol in a healthy way, which helps you set your circadian clock, and that means you'll end up feeling sleepy naturally in the evening. Coming from personal experience, because I have set my regular sleep routine, I genuinely cannot function after 10 p.m. My friends know that if they call me, in fact, even on my birthday at 12, I was asleep. So, sweet dreams, India. And tonight, when you close your eyes, remember, this might be the first night you actually start living again. I'm Mahima and you're watching Pure Bicep Skill House.